today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the second down throw on target. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Packers.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Makes the score Packers 3, Vikings nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Johnson on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse.
He's like, my God, just somebody put me the fuck down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this out past the
That means he loves it.
to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get it. Go get him, Will. Go get him. Go get the kid.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
An extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers, and this is going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Returning it, Johnson.
I don't want
and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great.
The PBA is no different than the last 5 that you've done.
He goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Oh, going for Jefferson down.
It got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself to try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Cook following the penalty. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talking about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
45's first play. This is a good kick as well.
On the return, Johnson.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that, comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of the field at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to get downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
32-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp. And
I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 19 yards away. And the Packers get a score closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first down, Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
4 yards. First down, Packers.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Vikings 31, Packers 23.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go, come on!
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.